Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Williams Return to Glory. Last time out, we had a good run at Imola and a good run at Miami. We had some wet weather races, and it looks like going into Barcelona, we're going to have the same. From the pit crew screen, last time out, we had a mistake. Just going to take a look here at the mistake percentage and see if potentially we could put somebody better on fixing. Looks like we're going to do two changes here. Alright, we're gonna change our rear jack. Alright, then we get this person. Oh, we got a tire changer that's kind of low. Yeah, I don't know if we can necessarily replace that person. I know we got a lot of hires here, but I think this is important to kind of just have a good reserve. Alright, we're gonna fire this person so potentially we could hire somebody who has good stats like this man. Alright, we're gonna reject the rest of these people. And we are going to... Wait, where did he go? Oh, he's probably just down there. Yep, 0%. We're going to put him on the right rear. Alright, so heading to the mail screen. Red Bull ahead in practice. Leclerc on pole. Air condition update. And we've got an interview. Which one of your drivers is better? Albon. Alright, so we got the car repair finished. Just gonna double check our parts here. Alright, so from the part screens, does not look like we have anything really to focus on reliability for, so we're just kind of having everything in the performance allocation. Alright, so we're getting ready to go to Barcelona. Of course, we got to take Lavazza. Hopefully we can start getting some new sponsors. Actually, when do we have a race? Alright, we got Rich Energy expiring at some point. Alright. You know the deal. 10-10-1, or 10-10-1. 10-5-5. Alright. Part fitting. I think that's fine. Alright. And we head to Barcelona. Alright, so we're in Barcelona. You know the deal. We're going to simulate through practice. Alright, so we just finished practice. Lewis Hamilton is actually on top, so good job for Mercedes. We are 19th and 20th. Alright, so I joined you from qualifying. We focus on super soft tires because we know that the race is going to be wet. So I want to have the softest compound available if we have a short run in between rain. So we should potentially have a good qualifying effort here. Alright, so we're going to put Albon and Latifi on the super softs. And away we go. Alright, I'm going to try to time Latifi. Now, see what time he kind of gets to the line at. So we left it 11:58. So we'll time from 2 minutes and add 2 seconds. Alright. So, say like a minute 48 seconds is the latest we can send somebody out. Alright, let's see what kind of laps they put down. I should have waited to send Albon out. That was kind of dumb. Alright, we're getting overtaken by somebody. So 1 minute and 48 seconds. So we will send... we'll just send somebody out at a 49 maybe, or Let's just do 50. 1 minute 50, 2 minutes. Latifi out at 2 minutes, and then Albon out 2 minutes, or minute 50. We probably could do another lap between them, but I've waited a little bit too long. They're complaining. Yeah, we gotta gain a second. That is a steep climb. All right, send out Latifi. Brand new set. We will send out Albon. All right, let's see what they can do. Hopefully we get a clear track for both laps here. Overheated on the brakes. All right, green sectors for Albon. We got a green sector for Latifi. All right, Latifi's 19th. Albon gets pipped last. All right, so those eliminated in Q1 is Magnussen, Vettel, Stroll, and then Latifi out-qualifying Albon for, I think, the first time this year. Yeah, a bit of a disappointing session, especially with how far off we are. All right, Q2 is started. All right, so those eliminated in Q2 is Pierre Gasly, Valtteri Bottas, Yuki Tsunoda, Guan Yu Zhou, and Mick Schumacher. All right, let's see who gets pole in Barcelona. Leclerc currently on top, and Leclerc will stay there. All right, so here from the race, we've got a interesting little forecast here. It's going to be wet, and then it's going to get really wet, but it's only going to be really wet for a small section of time, so hopefully we don't crash out when it gets that wet, and hopefully some people start switching over to the wet tires. I think if we go a little bit long on the inters, or I think we'll have a better picture by the time it gets super wet on whether we want to kind of give up position and pit, because we don't know if there's going to be rain later in the race. Alright, so we're going to go with super soft and race trim. Super soft and race trim. I could put him on the soft tire just so we have a different strategy available to us. Yeah, you know, we'll do that. Car setup wise, we got two perfect setups. Or not perfect, but we got a perfect setup and then we got a close to perfect setup. We're going to go overtake. And then we're going to push because I don't know how hot these inners are going to heat up. Alright, on to the race. Alright, so your starting grid is Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez, Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris, Daniel Ricciardo, George Russell, Fernando Alonso, Esteban Ocon, Pierre Gasly, Valtteri Bottas, Yuki Tsunoda, Guan Yu Zhou, Mick Schumacher, Kevin Magnussen, Sebastian Vettel, Lance Stroll, and then you have Nicholas Latifi and Albon on the last row. Alright, 5 red lights. You gotta be a little vigilant here with the strategy, and I'm gonna keep an eye on what others are doing. They're immediately conserving. That is interesting. Looks like Latifi's GOAT status in the rain is not coming up today, but as I say that, does a 3 wide in the middle pass for 17th, relegating Schumacher to the back. Just trying to see far enough ahead into the forecast to kind of know what we're dealing with here. Lance has crashed out. I was too busy looking at the forecast. Alright, we're gonna fast forward here. I think we're gonna put him on neutral. And I'm gonna put him on high now. Alright. It's drying out a bit, and then it's gonna start raining. I wonder if we're gonna see anybody pit for wets. Because we know that's not a smart idea, but I think we need to push so we're not too cold on the tires. Alright, it's getting wet. Does anybody pit? Alright, we got nobody pitting. We're all just surviving. We're gonna go back on neutral. Or at least okay on race pace compared to the Schumacher. Alright. Is anybody pitting for wets? Alright, we do have rain at the end of the race, so I do think we're going to extend our stint after the rain. I think Latifi's going to have a good shot here. I just wanted to check the tire wear. So this will be 12 or 14 laps. If it comes around lap 20, we've really not been able to stretch him that long. You know, we'll pit. These last about 20, 24. So I think we'll pit when everyone else pits for the soft tire on Latifi. And then we will wait on Albon. And we'll put him on the hard, the super soft. And then I think he'll make it. So we get to be a little bit conservative with Albon. His tires. Alright, we're gonna put him on neutral or medium. Keep saying neutral. Why is it neutral here? And yeah, whatever. Alright, it's gonna be drying out. Oh, are you kidding me? Alright, Albon crashed. Their second DNF of the season. Alright, we're gonna push Latifi until his tires are getting warm. Alright. We're gonna neutral this. Hopefully we can see some people starting to pit somewhat soon. I'm gonna conserve actually. He's losing a lot of tire wear here. Yeah, I think we need to go one more lap. We're losing a lot of... we're almost 10 seconds off of 16th place here. Anybody pitting? Should we be the first? We're gonna go from 15 all the way to... So it'll be lap... Let's just say 35. Because these were saying 20 laps and we barely got them 15. Rain comes probably 38-ish. Yeah, I guess we need to stretch this one more lap, unfortunately. Let's put it on neutral. Alright, we got people pitting for tires. So we're gonna pit onto the softs. And we're gonna immediately conserve. Get a good stop there. Alright, we're losing a lot of tire temps. Hopefully staying this on neutral will maintain. It's losing heat still. There, we gained on some people. A lot of people pit onto the softs. I don't know if it's worth it to kind of do a push lap to make the tires last. That might be what has been virtual safety car. You know what? Screw it. What do we got to lose? Alright, at least I was under a virtual safety car. Ignore low engine mode. Keep this going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pause. We're gonna go neutral medium. Actually, we're gonna go on high. We're gonna push it till probably about like 0.7. Yeah, we're 12 or so seconds off the pack. But we got a lot of tire left. We're about to get lapped here, so we can kind of keep on the push here. Push tire a little bit so we can get some warmth in it. So we're up to 17th because of retirements. We are currently almost 10 seconds behind the next competitive car. Oh, I wonder if people are going to stay out on their tires, because we see Hamilton pitting. I saw pit for somebody. Looked like Hamilton. I don't think we're going to gain a lot of... We might gain a spot or two, but I don't think we're going to demolish the field. Alright, we're going to put him back on neutral. We're going to let him push till he's about 0.3 up. Yeah, looks like it's going to be a disappointing race here. I was really hoping that we would be able to have Albon to rely on, but it's unfortunate he crashed. Alright. We're going to go medium. We're going to stay on neutral. I think our tires are going to last until it starts raining. We're not going to pit when it's damp. We're going to pit like right when it hits that blue bar. We're going to be cutting it close with the tires. So we have a bunch of people pitting on the mediums now, or mediums, intermediates. It's damp. Not close to a crossover point. Alright, we'll pit for the intermediates. Alright. We're going to conserve for lap tires, and then we're going to push. That saved a lot of wear there quickly. We're building up temperatures too quickly. We got a lot of people still out there on the soft tires. Hopefully Magnussen stays out. We kind of have to rely on the AI just being dumb here. Alright, with the rain out, we can push and go on high. Yeah, we need to get performance in this car. That's the thing that we're going to probably have to wait on until the end of the season. We got 2 laps remaining. Let's go on neutral for a second. Oh, we might be able to get Magnussen here. No, unfortunately we won't. Charles Leclerc is your winner. So from the race results screen, we see that Albon crashed out, unfortunately. We potentially could have got Magnussen there, but yeah, he was just kind of falling off at the end. It was on a wet track with old super soft tires. In the points, you've got Gasly, Ricciardo, Ocon, Bottas, Norris, Hamilton, Sainz. And your podium is Perez, Verstappen, and then Leclerc bouncing back and getting the win. Something he didn't do in real life. So the constructor standings, we still got the club at the bottom that don't have points. You've got Stroll, who wrecked out. You had Guan Yu Zhou, who's struggling to get points, while his teammate is 23. And then the Haas's that don't have any. At the top of the table, we have Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc. Leclerc moving up into second place after Hamilton kind of didn't have that great of a run. He did, have some competitive performances, but Charles ultimately ended up getting ahead of him in the superior Ferrari. All right, your constructor standings. Red Bull is still on top. Ferrari is closing the gap. Then you have Mercedes. You've got a pretty decent mid-pack battle here between McLaren, Alfa Romeo, Alpine, and AlphaTauri. And then at the bottom, you've got Aston, Haas, and ourselves. All right, so from the team report screen, we've lost some team marketability. That's something that I really want to focus on maybe into next year, is kind of hiring maybe a driver who's got high marketability that we can slot in this position, but also bring some pace. Albon has a new trait. Let's see what that is. He won't admit his mistake. That's where the marketability comes from. He's got a new unlock, so he's got a car condition preservation. I don't think that's super necessary for us. Alright, so leaving Barcelona, we gain 1.5 million again. Alright, so after a bit of a disappointing Barcelona, we head on to Monaco. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like a clear day, so we might have some problems here. Alright, so our pit crew, let's look at our mistake percentage. We've got a couple guys, we got most of the guys over 0.5%. We're going to try to curate, actually, some perfect crew members. Alright, so I just fired people who don't have a max stat of 20. So we're going to hire this person. So we can rely on them to help with tire changes. Alright, with fixing, we've got a couple people that can do fixing. Rear jack, got a couple people that can do rear jack well. Front jack, we are lacking. We do have one person. So this individual here, for the meantime, looks like they can be good. So we're going to keep an eye out on trying to find a 20 front jack individual. Mercedes person we will reject. They're good, but not good enough. And now we will work on mistake percentages. Alright, so first we should focus on tires, because tires are the most important. 0%. Alright, and we've got 2 people that have 0.5%. Only reason why I'm being so anal about this is because we did have issues in the last 2 races. I just want to make sure we do have the perfect pit crew because we can afford to do so. Alright, that looks like... Nope. Alright, so this looks like the best we can do. On to mail. Mercedes, on top of practice, pull for Leclerc, car condition update, interview with Jensen Button. You've been the boss at your new team for a few races now. What's your assessment so far? It is clear we need to maximize the performance of the car as quickly as possible. This team needs a complete reworking of its operations. I will need time and resources to do this. I'm going to do this one. Alright, so we have our brakes finished. We have to wait until our car finishes being repaired, but we can design a new part. Currently brakes, we're up to 9th, so we're past Haas in suspension, and we're 7th currently with gearbox. So we could focus on a couple things here, and it might be beneficial to actually tilt our focus towards front and rear wings because they take a shorter amount of time. So our front wing, we're just going to do that. That's our new front wing. Now we're going to get our car repaired. Alright, so our car repair is finished. We are going to focus on the reliability of this part, and we're going to take off the good brake, put in the new brake. Alright. That will be that moving forward, and then we will get our new rear wing put in here at some point. Alright, so our new front wing is in. We're going to work on another front wing. Yeah, these high-risk ones are going to be good for later when we start kind of developing for next season. So this is our new front wing. Hopefully that'll be all good and ready to go for our next race in the next episode. So we've got the front wing that we need to worry about reliability for. Most of these are pretty close. I'm going to take off one of the suspensions and put on the front wing. And hopefully the front wing is all healed up and ready to go for Monaco. So for those interested, here's the Formula 2 race results from the last round. Got Dennis Hauger in first. You got Jack Duhan in second, and then you have Jake Hughes in third, rounding out the podium. I will slowly scroll through these event results. Alright, in your Drivers' Championship, Dennis Hauger is still out front, and he's extending that lead. And then you have Frederick Vesti in second place. It's very far behind, 30 points, and then you've got a very close spread here from second to fifth. From the team standings, you still have Prema at the top. Along with F2, we've got F3. Currently, in this race, you had Ido Cohen on top. You had Gregoire Saucy in second, and then you had Bent Viscal in third. I will also scroll through these results slowly. Alright, so the Drivers' Championship, you have Idro Cohen on top. He's followed sort of closely by Saucy. Over to your team's standings, you have Carlin currently on top by just a small margin over ART. Alright, so we get ready for Monaco. We pick Lavazza as our sponsor as usual. We're going to go with our typical 10.55 with the tire selection. I need to double check the parts here because I don't think we've installed the new brakes or the new front wing. Hopefully that front wing is durable enough. Alright, so I got Latifi with the best brakes. I'm going to switch this around actually. Might be unhappy. But yeah, 87%, that's good. We have to keep the current good brakes on because they're not as good as the great brakes. Front wing, let's try to give that to Albon and it'll let us. So we have our horse, preferred horse in the race. Alright, on to Monaco. Alright, journey from practice. Fast forward through practice like usual. I think we're going to focus on a harder compound of tire. Alright, so results from practice. Albon was 18th, Tiffy was 20th, and top of the board was Max Verstappen. Alright, so we're about to start qualifying. This is the first time we've had a good practice session where we're able to get both a race tire and a qualifying trim knowledge all the way up to, 3 and 2. So hopefully we can translate this over to qualifying, but with the pace of our car, I doubt it. Right, we're going to send Latifi out, but we're going to time him to see how long it takes him to get all the way around. We're going to send out Albon 10 seconds later. So send him out at 12 minutes. Also need to check if I save these setups. Monaco. Okay, that might be the bad one for Latifi. Alright, so we're going to save Albon's set. And then we're going to try to remember to save Latifi's set. But gotta remember, time him at the line. Alright, at 4. And line. So 10:25, so 1 minute 35 is the latest we can send somebody out. So 10:37 or 38, or 1:38 is when we'll send Albon out, and then we'll send Tiffy out at 1:48. Closer. Ooh, Latifi pipped Magnussen there. Sweet. So I think we're going to be able to send him out again for another lap. I'm going to at least do that with Latifi. Just kind of burn through our tires here and see what happens. Oh, Latifi's sitting pretty. Yeah, I'm going to just send Latifi out. Well, actually, I'll send Albon out as well. Just kind of get more reps going. I needed to remember to save Latifi's setup. Whoops. Alright, 1 minute 38. Alright, Albon's green. Alright. Him down, we're gonna bring Latifi straight in, but we're gonna let Albon set a time here. Albon is still 20th. Alright, so 1 minute 48 is when Latifi is gonna go out. Alright, we need to gain a couple tenths here. Alright, Latifi. Save the setup. And then we're going to send him out on the Super Softs. Alright, gotta cut this extremely close. Do it 39, give maybe a second buffer. We'll take any little bit of performance that we can get. Alright, cutting it really close here in the time. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Alright. Let's see what Albon is... Both of them are down. They're still down. Yeah. So those eliminated in Q1 is Lance Stroll, Mick Schumacher. You got Latifi in 18th. Slightly positive result, kind of getting ahead of Vettel there. Vettel 19th, Albon 20th. So you got Hamilton top of the board and a Mercedes. So those eliminated in Q2 are Ocon, Magnussen, Bottas, Tsunoda, and Zhou. Alright, let's see who starts on the front row. Hamilton's been doing really good this weekend. And he gets beaten by Leclerc, but Hamilton will start in second place. Alright, getting ready for Monaco. We have a 52 lap race. I don't know why that is still up. Alright, we got a 52 lap race. I focused on the medium tires, so hopefully we can kind of just maybe two-stop on those. I'm not sure. Yeah, we might be able to just, or do one stop actually on those and kind of ride in the back the whole race. So I think that'll be our strategy. And I will see you on the grid. Alright, so your starting lineup is Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, Sergio Perez, Carlos Sainz, Max Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo, George Russell, Lando Norris, Fernando Alonso, Pierre Gasly, Esteban Ocon, Kevin Magnussen, Valtteri Bottas, Yuki Tsunoda, Guan Yu Zhou, Lance Stroll, Mick Schumacher, Nicholas Latifi, Sebastian Vettel, and Alex Albon. Alright, we get the 5 red lights here. Looks like everyone in the back who could choose is starting on a harder tire. So hopefully that works to our favor. I'm going to keep an eye on our temperatures here. Everyone else on the mediums are kind of doing what we're doing. We got Latifi, who messed that up. We got Albon, who's slowly moving up the grid. Don't know how long that will last, but hopefully he can kind of maintain that. He falls back 2 positions. Alright, we're going to speed this up a little bit. We're going to put both of them on high engine mode. So I'd be worried about some of these guys up at the front, specifically the back half of the top 10 who had to start in those more worn soft tires. We're going to push our tire wear up to probably 3/5 of the way up, and then we're just going to hopefully coast on neutral here for a while. Alright, we're going to coast both of them on neutral, and then we're going to let them be on that higher engine mode. Pack's still staying kind of close up. You have got Gasly, who's fallen all the way back here on those worn soft tires. His car's got more performance than ours, but I'd be worried about him being able to pit and then just being able to charge back through the field. We're at about 66% on our tires. Hopefully we can kind of maintain that, or actually keep maybe better wear than we currently have. We've not been able to stretch our tires as long as the range has been showing, so hopefully we can at least just make these last a little bit longer. We're getting passed by Norris, who's on fresher tires. Gasly is still in the back on worn tires. He's falling off Latifi hard. Alright, both their tires are getting kind of cold, so we're going to let them push. We got 36 laps remaining. Does look more and more likely that we're going to have to do a 2 stop. Alright, we're going to go neutral. So you can see we have way less tire than Stroll and Zhou. Hopefully that's the thing that we can fix more with the development of the car next year. Alright, so we need to... No, we're going to keep him out at least one more lap. Alright, so we're going to pit Latifi here onto the medium. We're going to let him push out of the pits as well. Alright, we're going to put him push out of the pits. I'm going to see how long I can stretch these. 5, yeah, we're not going to be able to get these to where I want them to be. So we'll pit Albon onto the softs, or the super softs here, and just let him do like a couple push laps. Alright, gonna let him conserve. Alright. We're gonna let the engine mode stay where it is until the tires get cold. push high. Then we're going to put him on high, but we're going to put him on neutral. It's unfortunate getting all these blue flags. We've got Stroll, who's gotten ahead of us. Alright, we're going to conserve our tires again. Wait until we have an area where we can push. Now we're going to push right as we get a blue flag. Should have seen that coming. Yeah, it looks like even on the super soft tire, it's just the difference between our car is like not much. As you can see, we've got Latifi kind of catching us here. Just kind of messing with the tire wear here. Alright, we're going to go neutral, medium. Actually, we're going to let him go back up and low, and hopefully Lewis can get by us or we'll get the blue flag. And we can push overtake. When he gets by us. Do that just for a lap. And then we'll pit him. We only got 12 or 13 laps to go. We made these, how long did we get these tires to last? We're gonna get on these tires for 13 laps. Alright. We need to let Albon push a little bit. Yeah, we're so far off, it doesn't really matter what our decision is. I think we go on to the super softs again. Actually, no, let's just go on the mediums. I think that performance thing is more beneficial. Alright, we'll just go neutral, medium, and then that probably will last us the end of the race. How many cars do we need to let by here? We got a bunch of cars we need to let by. That sucks. Alright. We get to push. We got Latifi to push. We're gonna have to pit Latifi here near the end anyways. Both go high on the engine modes again. Looks like Latifi we can just kind of put out here on the... Let him go one more lap. Alright, then we'll pit him onto the softs, or super softs. That was a bit of an unfortunate thing with the timing of this, is when they had the 87 different tire compounds you'd have to remember the name of. You show it to one track and it's like the ultra softs, the hyper softs, the mega soft. We can go full charge. Let's go medium on that. Latifi will pit. We'll put him on neutral. We'll let Albon come out here. Alright, we got lapped again. So I think we can conserve low on Latifi for like a lap. So we get lapped by second place. Third place has got a decent gap. I want to get a push lap just in case we, very unlikely, get a fastest lap. Yeah, we're going to put him on neutral and medium. Oh, actually, we'll let him push because he will get lapped. So we got passed. Sweet. Alright. And we will overtake and overtake. Hopefully get our fastest lap of the race. Latifi is here, and Leclerc is there. Alright, we will keep an eye on Latifi. And, alright, so we're going to put him on neutral. And he got that, so we are going to let him just be on overtake. Alright, he's still doing pretty good, so we will let him be. Alright, he's getting overtaken. Take advantage of that. Got no cars. Oh, we do have a car kind of close to him. We'll just back him up. Let him overtake in neutral. So he's even. Yeah, he's gonna get swamped here. We're starting the final lap. Yeah, screw it. Push, push, whatever. Trying to micromanage us getting lapped here. Just accept it. Alright, no retirements. 19th and 20th. Alright, so a little bit of a disappointing result there. 19th and 20th. We had no retirements, so nothing to really capitalize on. Kind of showed how slow our cars are at the moment. Hopefully, with some of these updates that we bring to the car, we can kind of help with speed. And we can kind of put it on one car, so we do have a kind of a favored horse in the race. But your points finishers are Valtteri Bottas, Fernando Alonso, Daniel Ricciardo, Esteban Ocon, George Russell, Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, and then your podium is Hamilton, Perez, and your winner is Leclerc. So your points championship at the bottom does not change much. I think that's one thing that's kind of going good for us at the moment is none of the Haas have scored, so one shock result for us can potentially just put us at a lead that potentially Haas can't overcome. Like, let's say if we find a way to finish like 7th or something and we get like 4 points, we still have the same 6 drivers kind of chilling here without any points. And then at the top of the board, you've got Verstappen ahead of Leclerc, but unlike real life, Leclerc has been closing in on Verstappen. So we are starting to kind of get a swing back in the direction. So we're starting to have it closing up here at the top. For your Constructors Championship, Red Bull is at the top at the moment. We have Ferrari in second, who have kind of cut down on that lead over the last 2 races. And at the bottom of the table, we have Aston with 1 point and Haas and ourselves without any points. So like I said before, one shock result and we can find ourselves kind of firmly placed either ahead of Haas or firmly ahead of Williams or Aston Martin. So leaving Monaco, usual income of $1.5 million. Alright, so thank everybody for watching. We did have a bit of a disappointing race at Barcelona with Alex Albon crashing. Latifi ended up finishing last out of the current runners in that race. And then we went to Monaco, and we were just slow. As I've said before, this is a return to glory, but it's also a bit of a grind. We are the worst team on the grid, and our performance on the track at times really shows it. So I'm going to try to develop the car more in every area rather than just focusing on 1 or 2 areas. And hopefully we can start kind of pipping Haas and Aston Martin and start tickling the midfield so we can start trying to perform for points. But As always, if you liked what you watched here, please like, comment, subscribe, all that dumb YouTuber stuff, and I hope you have a nice day.